All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Thursday night, the second to last day of October, October 30th, 2025. Ken Style Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Style Live. They are Bill, Rich, Sam, Greg, Darren, and Chris with Max, or Max with Chris. Hello, boys, gentlemen.
Hello.
Max. Have confirmed audio, so I'll mute that, and therefore there should not be an echo. Let's go look at chat. Rick Lakes was first, followed by Ghetto Fortnite. He says, I am number 2. No, it's I am Groot. Tony Wallow was third. Hello, Tony. Rick says hi to Ghetto Fortnite, and hello to Tony. One Fish was fourth, and Greg was fifth. YouTube doesn't know how to count. You know, Greg, you would not believe how much truth there is in that, and I'll explain that later on, probably not during the live stream, but afterwards. Scott is here. Hello, Scott. Good to see you, as always, and my chat just jumped again. I don't understand why it does that. I'd like to blame it on Microsoft, but no, I mean, I'd like to blame it on mouse. No, I'll blame it on the mouse. The mouse is old and worn out, but I'm good. I will take care of that problem. Let's see. Scott and Tony are having conversation back between themselves. Jeff is in the house. He says, good evening to everyone from fabulous Lost Wages. Sin City, Lost Wages. There's a few names out there for it. John says, greetings to everyone. Hello, John. John participated in Mabel's live stream, as did Sam, as did William, as did Rich, as did Ghetto for a little while. I do appreciate that. Help her get her channel growing. I mean, she's got 11,000 some odd subscribers. If I remember right, she doesn't need much help, but she's pretty cool. Camera not working. My camera's working. What do you mean camera not working?
His camera.
Whose camera? John's?
John's.
John's not on Zoom, is he? I don't see John on Zoom. I see Bill. I see Rich. I see Sam. I see you. I see Darren, and I see Chris. I don't know why he needs his camera to be working. You never, John is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. The camera wasn't working in the beginning. I never have the camera on at the very initial start of this. I always run the same thing, which is going to change after tomorrow night. Halloween will finally be over, and I'll have to debate on whether I'm going to do anything with November and Thanksgiving or not. Faith is in the house. Hello, Faith. Yeah, I recognize you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. That's one of Mabel's friends. Ellen from the Philippines is here. Hello, Ellen. Charlie Purdy is in chat, and I apologize. It just is not doing what it should. Ski Man, this is why I have to figure out how I'm going to do this moving forward. Tony Wallow has been a member for 16 months. Thank you, Tony. I do appreciate that. That means I've had memberships for 16 months. Oh, and you know what? Doggone it. Now, I'm going to see if I can change that on the fly. I'm going to turn the ads off, and we'll see if I can do that. It showed that I could. Hopefully nobody will see ads. If you see ads, let me know. And Jeff joins us. Hello, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
So my experiment with this chat box being popped out from OBS is just not working out at all. John says again for some reason. And I have no idea where in chat that's at because I'm trying to read it in studio. Was watching ABC the last few years. They were on YouTube TV. Was again trying to get all sports from ABC. or ESPN or NBC or Peacock. I'm sure that's such a lucrative business to be in. Man, man, you're quite welcome, Faye. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Long Dog is in the house. Hello, Long Dog. Always welcome to see and always good to see you. I guess everyone knows by now there were a couple other videos put out this afternoon about what's going on with YouTube and all that nonsense. And I've not done any research into it. So, yep, all of them. Yeah, exactly. Um, it's all about the Benjamins. Great guy. I had a brown chicken patty for dinner. Was that from a brown chicken, or did you color it brown, or and then a hamburger bun, and mayonnaise, a dill pickle, no onion? Ah, man, Greg, no peppers? Oh my goodness, man! Got to have a sandwich. You got to have onion and pickles, and the mayonnaise. Just sounds all right. Def Con chicken wing sauce. Never heard of that. Yep. John recorded a video and I have it in my possession and I'm going to get with John and we're going to work out how I'm going to stream it for John. I don't know if I'm going to do it as a live stream or if I'm going to do it as an upload. But I appreciate John for giving me the opportunity to work with that. And I promise I'm not going to go in and do anything in DaVinci with it whatsoever. May add a title, or I may add something. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to alter it. I'm not going to edit it whatsoever. But I will probably add there's an error there. Round chicken patties, not brown. I don't know. Brown chicken patties sounded pretty cool. Ellen is SW. Thank you, Ellen. Uh, yeah. No onion, no. That's
John Williams said hello Greg Guy.
Hey, it works tonight. I didn't have to do anything. I just fired it up. So that's good. I did have to restart OBS because I was trying to dock something and I just can't get it to dock where I wanted to dock to. So I undocked it and now I have it sitting in the middle of Zoom. Faith says that she's just watching while working. I'm 21-6. Boy, that's a close game. Of course, the Ravens are kind of on a down year too. I mean, and I don't know that much about Miami. I've not even turned the TV on today. I may turn it on around midnight. Ken, the vacation video today was beautiful. Love the pictures, and it was taken with no, those were all taken with an iPhone. Um, Long Dog, those are all iPhone pictures. I do have pictures that I used to take with my what I call a 35 millimeter camera, which I've been corrected a million times. It's a DSLR camera. It's a 35 millimeter camera, in my opinion, but it's really hard to drive a vehicle and snap pictures with that type of camera as it is with an iPhone. I didn't take those. Um, they're all I've got thousands of pictures that I'm going through, and they'll probably be there. Yeah, Lamar was out, and I know he's back. So, but yeah, there's going to be some more because there's going to be a part 3 and a part 4 and part. I just got a lot that I want to do, and I we'll see. But thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, and there were some good pictures in there. Did I hear someone about to start to say something? Maybe I'm just hearing things. I have voices in my head. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, there are some good the iPhones that I have had and that we have had, they take really good pictures. Now I am running into a little bit of a problem with this 16 that it tends to get a little overheated and not that much time either. Um, I'm going to say 15, 20 minutes. And I don't know if that's a long time or what, but I know with my 13, I could run it for hours. I could literally go record an entire 18 holes of golf, and the temperature on that phone never changed. Um, but how come they didn't come out tall and thin? Um, I fixed that. Those all actually were not. Um, Now, by tall and thin, I'm guessing you mean portrait mode, where they're vertical and not landscape and wide. But I fixed all that. It'll be Santa on a thumbnail. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, Scott, you're kind of on the right track, but I'm gonna wait with until December for that. And I'm not sure I'm gonna do the entire month of December. That was work. Now, one thing I am thinking about doing, and you guys can concur or non-concur, or put a comment in chat, or say something on Zoom about it. But one thing I am thinking about doing is I am thinking about running a thing about all the thumbnails I created in October, and seeing if people will vote on what they feel their best thumbnail was, or which one they like the best. So it's just a thought right now. If I get up at 6:30 again in the morning, the thought will come to fruition and I'll actually do it. For some weird reason, I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I was so frustrated. I actually woke up at 4:39, and by 6:30 I'm like, I might as well get up. I'm not going back to sleep. But I did sneak a nap in this afternoon before Rick's show, and it was nice. It was good to get a nap in. Let me go back. Choosing a favorite thumbnail might be a challenging thing. Yeah. I like a lot of photos, almost every produced everyone. Yeah. Did Mabel take a detour? I have no idea. I'm not Mabel's keeper, so I don't know if she's. I don't think she's here. I didn't see her name in chat. Or overheated with picture videos. Videos, Ski Man. I was on. I co-hosted a live stream again tonight, and I don't think I was there 15, 20 minutes. And when I went to get off of it, because my niece come in and we had to have a conversation, I reached to the back of it and I could feel it was hot to touch, not warm, but literally hot. She's got a 16, and she said she has the same problem as well. Long Doug says, I guess it's called portrait. Um, yeah, landscape is horizontal, wide, what I call wide, and portraits straight up and down or vertical. And most of those, I'll tell you what, um, I may actually show how I did that, and it's not that difficult. I just brought them into DaVinci, stretched them out, moved them, made them look where they were supposed to look good, and I think I did an okay job. Now, the map in the beginning, I just got frustrated with that. I just John says, "Oh, come on! I feel you're not giving us all the details." I have no idea. I thought she said she was going to be here, but if she is, she is. I'm kind of scrolling back through chat to see maybe if I missed her. Um, I see Faith is here, and Faith is from her channel. I see Ellen is here. No, you can't force people to watch your channel. And the more you guys keep showing up, the more appreciative and how lucky I am, and literally blessed to have you guys here night in and night out, both on YouTube and in the Zoom. And I'd like to grow the Zoom. I'd like it to get a little bit bigger and have more people join. I'd like to get more women on here. The few times that Mabel has joined, that's been very enjoyable. And speaking of Zoom, if you would like to join us, K-Stout Z00, not the letter. Those are zeros. m@gmail.com. Kstout Zoom 00m@gmail.com. Long Dog, I have a bunch of pictures from the days when they actually had
Tony
35
Wallow said
millimeters.
ooh.
ooh, yeah, yeah, I used to develop 35 millimeter film, and I mean, look where we're at today, and I don't know. It'd be cool to
I
have a
asked
black
a
room
lady,
again.
I asked a lady at Walgreens about if people still developing film, they're still doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, we live in a digital world where, I mean, everybody's got a camera, the camera or a phone. The phone will take pictures, and then you have digital cameras. And I mean, I've seen some of Jose's setup, and I've seen some of Tim's setup, and my God, you get into some money with that stuff. My
There's
phone
still
doesn't.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
Running, so
You could just about make them look digital.
yes, Ski Man, I do remember. I think you're referring to the Kodak 110 that had the film was like, I don't know, maybe this thick and about maybe that long, and it had the, I can't describe
There
it, but
were
yeah,
other
I do
brands that
remember.
had 110 as well. I had a little brownie-like camera, but it wasn't a Kodak. It was another brand that used 110. And I
Scott
developed
says,
my own black and white stuff once upon a time back in high
Yep.
school. Never
Yep.
did color.
Color's interesting. I had fun with color. Black and white was pretty simple. Scott mentioned Polaroids. Yeah, remember the old Polaroids? And back in the 70s with the Polaroid, I remember my grandfather, after he'd take the picture, he'd wait a couple of minutes and he'd take this stick of something out and he'd rub it over it. And I
Mhm.
never did figure out what that did, but every picture he took, he'd rub that stick across there. Long Dog says, I love the digital cameras and memory cards. That's why I tell my wife, just take the pictures. Of course, if you don't like them, unless your name's Ken Stout, you can delete them. And then you get to a point where, man, you got 17,000 pictures and you start deleting them. When you're done, you got about 13 pictures. I mean, it happens.
Speaking of instant, it was either in Target or Walmart the other day. I was walking by the camera section and they were selling cameras that do instant photos and the film
Yeah.
to go with them.
Really? Huh.
I
It
thought you
wasn't
said
Polaroid, I don't think, but I might be mistaken.
Do they
Yeah, I
still
need to
make
get to
disposable?
Walmart and print some pictures.
Do they still make disposable?
I think
Yes.
so.
You used to be able to get a disposable developed, and they would give you a CD with the pictures on it, and also another way to get them too. I guess I don't know.
I don't know if they
Yeah, I
still
remember those days.
stick them on the CD, but disposable cameras are still a thing. They're one-use camera. You don't refill them.
Yeah, I
Probably
remember those too. Instant photo. Yeah, Polaroid was pretty much instant photo. You hold that big box up and it'd kick out, and then he'd wave it around for a minute or so. And then with my grandfather, he would, after he waved it around, he'd take that little stick of, I don't know what that was. It stunk, whatever it was. It had a really weird smell to it. And he'd rub it across that picture.
It was to protect or to prevent the developed photo from deteriorating in some manner by being exposed in the air.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Mabel is here. John, you can be happy now. Mabel has joined us on chat on the YouTube. On YouTube. On the YouTube. Hello, Mabel.
2162 said yes,
Thank
they
you for
still
being
do
here.
disposables. There is a guy on
You
YouTube
take a
hands them out
flash
to
drive on
strangers to
SD
see what he would
card,
get.
You can put the pictures on nowadays.
Ski Man said, still do disposal. Or guy on YouTube hands them out to strangers to see what he get. As far as did he say, here's a camera, go take some pictures and give it back to me? Or what was he trying to get back? I don't understand. Or what was he trying to get? What was he wanting to accomplish to see what he would get? Now, if that made sense to you, put a 1 in chat, because it made no sense to me, and I was the one trying to say it. Thank you, Mabel. I don't mind the emoticons at all. There are certain people that can get a little overboard with them. And I just got an email from Sonny. He sent me a really cool preset thing that I'll put into use tomorrow night. Wait, can't tomorrow night? Well, you know what? I maybe could tomorrow night. I maybe could incorporate in with the last day of October and or Halloween, however you want to look at it. Only one emoji. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I've had people come in here that do line after line after line after line after line of emojis, and I don't know if it hurts or helps. It's an annoyance, sure, but I don't know.
Email from Sonny. How's Cher doing?
He probably would get that, you know. He's got a very good sense of humor. Found out yesterday he lives on the very tip top of New York or Michigan. I thought for some reason he was in New York, and I'm not sure where I got that from, but he lives in Michigan. When we were doing the map thing, he got to Michigan and he went to the top and he goes, "This is where I live." Because I'm like, why is he going to northern Michigan? I don't know anyone in northern Michigan. Everyone I know lives down in the on the southern part by the Ohio border. Long dog, yeah, I think I heard a YouTube person giving out cameras and he asked to send them back. That's pretty trusting. Here's a camera, please send it back to me. Maybe it was disposable,
Yeah.
not much wrapped up in it. I don't know. Um, I love to take pictures. I've always liked to take pictures. I borrowed my mom and dad's old 35 millimeter, and it was a true 35 millimeter. You had to put the film in it and all that other stuff. And
We still got
man,
one. I think
I
I
would love
kept
to have that one back, but I'm sure it's long since disappeared.
I think I kept that old camera I found not too long ago that my dad had. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's one of the first things we bought, about after I'd been working for about 6 months. Bought a Canon AE1 program. It had semi-automatic and fully automatic modes. And I bought it and a 35 millimeter lens, 50 millimeter lens for wide angle, and a telephoto lens. The whole shooting match cost about $1,400 in $1979.
John said his dad left him a camera that still has film in it. I wonder if it's not. I just wonder if it's any good. I wonder if he could go get it developed and the pictures would be developed or not. I mean,
It's a
I don't
good
know how old
question.
the
I've got one roll of film that I took probably 30 years ago that's still in a drawer someplace. Never had it developed. I don't even know what the hell I was taking pictures of.
They're
yeah.
expired by now. You would.
I don't know, Chris. Would they? I mean, you take the picture and it's embedded. It's burned into the film until you get it developed, until the chemicals hit it and bring the
Well,
picture out.
chemical
I don't.
reactions will go on slowly, even in the absence of light in film. It
Okay, well, I
probably
seen a video.
deteriorated some, but I'm not sure.
I seen a video where somebody maybe they developed the film after they had been sitting, after they had pictures taken and been sitting forever, and it didn't turn out right. But it wasn't new film. I don't know what new film will do if you take pictures on the old, just been sitting all these years.
Yeah, my DSLR camera takes a memory chip. I don't know. I guess that's what you call them. I doubt this will go through. I mean, I literally just about dug it out the other day, but it takes one of those. It's
I
coming through
got
a lot better than I thought it would. I
I
got
got one
four
of
of
those.
these, by the way.
I got one of those, but it's an adapter that takes a very small.
This one's my biggest one, and it's 64. Oh, look, that's pretty cool. Yeah, seeing the other one, but it won't see this one. That's interesting. What the heck? It's 64 gigabyte. I guess it depends on where I get it in the. I'm a magician. Now you see it? Never mind. Sleight of hand. The cell phone, unfortunately, has pretty much shelved that camera of mine. I keep the batteries charged. I might use it one of these days. Come on, YouTube, move me back to the center. There you go. YouTube. Zoom. 64. Yeah, I can put I've got the 216s, the 64. I think I got a 32. I can't even remember what's in the camera right now. But yes, you can take a lot of pictures and a lot of videos with it. How often do you do a live stream? Every night, John, except for Sunday. I don't think I've seen her do one on Sunday. Mabel is watching. The company camera developed. There's a camera company. Never mind. John said that there's a camera company in Madison develops film, he should find out. Yeah, it might be worth getting it developed. Um, every night or a rare day. Unlike some people we know, not going to point any fingers or anything, but good boy, Dougie, good boy. I got challenged tonight to do 1,000 live streams in a year. You know how many daily live streams that would take?
About 3.
You're close, 2.78 something, but yes, about 3. Uh, I will hope. Okay, so Tony popped in, but the mail didn't go. See, I knew there was problems with some of these. I've got to figure that out. Tony's picture popped in, but the mail did not go away. So let me write that down so I can fix that. Yeah, I'll hit 500, I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Somebody said something, either that or, oh, it was Englishy. Okay. I've done live streams in the morning. I've done live streams in the afternoon. I've done live streams from the road, and I've probably done my fair share of live streams. In fact, I could do an upload of live streams.
Skiman21632 said 2.8675309.
Way to sneak that in, Ski. Way to sneak that in. I like that. Um, for a brief moment until I read it, I was like, really? You did the math on that? And man, you sneaked that in there. That's good. That is absolutely good. But yeah, I've got driving night. I've got some live streams I did while driving at night. I could upload those too. I don't know how well that would be recepted, but yeah, that was good. Really good. I had nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. John just sent me a message on my phone. Um, I got another email from Sonny. A lot lined up for later tonight. So I think I'll wrap this up unless anybody's got anything they want to bring up. Does anybody in chat or anybody on the Zoom panel have anything they would like to bring up or discuss or talk about? Anything? Anyone?
I edged my driveway today.
I went outside once to get the mail, and it was cold.
All of my sheetrock repairs got done today.
That's got to be
All the
good.
way up through the text string. Guy came in the morning about 9 o'clock, and he was done with everything by about 2 o'clock.
Did you take
And
any breaks, or did you just work straight through and got it done?
I don't know. I stayed out of his way so I wouldn't be watching over his shoulder. But whenever I went down to get a coffee or something, he was working away. And
Yeah,
some of it's still damp in spots a little bit underneath it all. But when it's dry, you're never going to be able to tell where the damage was. He's really good.
I still got to sand and paint this little area back here because I've given up on my little brother doing it. So
the one that I stuck the sheet of drywall up myself, he looked at it. He basically scraped out all the mud I had stuck around the edges of it and redid.
I don't do it. I've never plastered anything in my life, but I can see when my brother, where he did this, if I were to do, if I were just sand it and paint it, you'd be able to tell. So I get the fact you sand it and then you replaster it, then you resand it.
Right.
I get
When
that.
we had our house in Oak Ridge where we had smooth walls, not like out here in Vegas with the texture. I had some repairs in one room I did once, and it took me 3 coats.
Man. Long Dog says, okay, guys, please don't bring up the subject of house leaking and repairs.
But and each
Sorry,
coat
dog.
required progressively less correction. I
Yeah,
mean,
I could see that.
and I'm not even professional at it.
I kind of equate that. You guys remember back when we were younger and we would repair the rust on our cars with like, I don't know what it was called, but you'd fill in,
Bondo,
but it might have been Bondo now that you said that. Did you put a
still out
piece of
there.
screen over it?
You can buy Bondo in Lowe's. I passed some in the section where they sell sheetrock supplies, interestingly enough.
Still today, you can buy Bondo.
Right, it can be used in household repairs on metal things, you know.
Did not know that. Did not know that. Mabel says you all still young guys. Why? No comment.
Oh,
Maybe
not
young at
laughing at you,
heart, but
Mabel. I'm just laughing at myself.
yeah. Well, who was it that said somebody on Zoom said, "Well, Jeff Ryman's the youngest one in Zoom." I said, "No, Jeff Ryman's tied for second or tied for first. Didn't you and Brian are right there together, right?"
Brian's 3 or 4 months older than me, but we're
Okay.
the same age,
Well, we'll start
basically.
calling him the old man then.
Absolutely.
See, I can get away with that because I know he never watches the live stream. So let's throw Brian under the bus. Yes, you absolutely can buy Bondo. I did not know that. Of course, I haven't had a need to buy Bondo in many, many, many years. Mabel, you are not getting old. Not only has it been room to improve other materials, wood, ceramics, and other. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Mabel, you aren't close to being old and still a sweet young thing compared to most of us.
Yeah, very, very young. Very young. Ellen's given us 2 green hearts. We must not be doing such a good job. Usually I get 3 green hearts. So we got to pick it up a little bit, guys. Let's get to it. Let's.
Well, and otherwise, it was a reasonably good day. I think I mentioned I got billed for an asbestos air sampling test that I really didn't need.
Right.
And I called the company's customer service manager and talked to her about that and about the repair to the hole that I already had in the ceiling prior to my last leak. We came to an agreement. They're going to cover the cost of the sheetrock finisher when he did that work on that existing hole. And I'm going to go ahead and pay the other guy's bill because the amount of money was roughly the same. So I'm out of pocket about what I would have been anyway. So not a bad deal in the end.
John says I'm probably the oldest guy here. No, I think Jeff's got you by about.
How old are you, John?
I don't want to
85?
throw John under the bus, but or Jeff for that matter. But I think Jeff's got you by about 10 years, I believe.
I just turned 78 recently.
9 years. I can't add.
And Brian beat me to that by, well, whatever, like March to September or whatever it is.
6
I'm not
months.
sure if it's just March, but
I got
spring
March and me.
something.
I got those months down pat now, boys. You should know that. John is 69 years old. That I knew that.
Just a young pup
Yeah, yeah.
or a middle-aged pup.
2 plus 3. Hey, I went to Eminence High School. Okay. Enough said.
Well,
Don't need to say
now,
anymore.
Ken is one of the eminent graduates of Eminence High School.
I am. In a class of 52, I think I was the 55th student to graduate. I think. Not real sure. And there's debate on how many we had. Some say 49, some say 52, some say 53. And back then, the only ones that counted was the first two, the valedictorian and the salutatorian, of which I was neither, and nor did I want to be. I think you guys have heard my school stories. I was there for sports. I kept a C average for sports. Looking back, I should have went for at least a C minus and not been in sports. Annie is in the house. Hello, Annie. Now, that's her second channel. We all know Annie from another name, but Annie lives in Saudi Arabia. Good morning, Annie. We were all young at heart. Yeah, we are. Good to see Annie. Long Dog 52. 52. Who's 52? Oh, Long Dog's 52. Yeah, there was my Doug moment, by the way.
I'm 52.
You're 52, Chris?
Yeah.
I thought for some reason I was thinking you were 55, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah,
And
it's
his
not clear
graduating
how
class
many
was
were in my
300.
graduating class. I know in
Ski
round
Man's
numbers,
52.
but
Man,
the yearbook has the wrong number, and I'm not sure I know the right number. There were roughly 45 people in my graduating class.
John's graduating class had 360 plus. I cannot imagine what it would be like to go to that size of a school
My,
with 360
my wife's graduating
graduates.
class was over 500.
That's high school, right?
High school.
Man. And that was in Kansas? No, Oklahoma.
Muskogee Central High School.
Oklahoma.
And that was during segregation.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
There for a moment, I thought you were ignoring my question.
No. I thought I nodded or said yes, but
You may have.
yeah,
I'm trying to.
Yeah, Muskogee Central now. Of course, everything's long integrated. It's just Muskogee High School now.
Right.
He's an
But
Okie.
the other school was called Manual Arts High School.
You an Okie from Muskogee.
My wife was.
Merle Haggard.
Yep.
And here we go. We'll get down to music one of these days. We've done the cartoons for a couple of days. Now should we do music?
Oh, speaking of music, I saw a headline today that of all of the current music genres, rap music has dropped out of first place in the number of albums or singles sold for the first time in a lot of years.
I cannot imagine rap music ever being in first place in anything other than the trash can. And I'm sorry, but I don't get rap.
Well, I mean, I get yelled at when I say I don't count rap as actual music. To me,
Your daughter or your grandson?
well, they both are used to it, but I consider rap to be somebody reciting words in front of a music in the background.
Right. Yeah.
And I think you could possibly legitimately classify it as poetry of some sort.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
But normally they're just reciting. I can't remember hearing one where there was actual singing in the foreground, so to speak.
Now I did like Tone Loc. I don't know if he's considered a true rap artist or not.
You know what?
Funky
I'm not
Coma
familiar
Dema, you would
with
know it
most
if you
of
heard of it. I did like that. I grew up on 1960s and 1970s music.
Well, I can
And
remember back in the 1950s, a little bit older than you, before we made the transition to, I don't know, 60s music, and there was what they call the beatnik generation in there.
yeah, 60s, yeah.
Well, even in the 50s prior to
Really?
that. And that was, again, recitation of something with music in the background.
Ski Man
Not
21632 said, "Will the
but
real Slim Shady please stand up?"
you could hear music in the background and somebody would be reciting
That would
words
be
to the
Eminem,
song,
Ski
except that
Man.
they were not using a singing voice. They were just using a speaking voice, if you know what I mean. So
Thank you, Mabel.
I
Mabel
consider
saying
that
18 viewers. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. And
18. No, you only got 9 here.
I got 13 likes over here. I got 16 people watching and 13 likes, and I'm good with those numbers.
Well, I just gave you one more to get you to 10 here.
I'm 14. I can tell somebody did. Thank you.
All right, now I refresh it and it's 14.
You're now
It's-
6.
I've seen that happen, actually.
And okay, and I
Ghetto joins us. We
turn
are still
ads
live
back
there,
on.
Gito.
Turned
Yeah,
ads on and an ad did not pop up right away.
I
For
shut
some reason.
monetization off. I did remember to do that tonight.
Oh,
So
okay.
I do want to get better at that. I just don't want you guys to have to suffer through ads, and I'll turn it back on.
Oh,
And
well,
if it
that's
gets
fine. I
replayed,
mean,
I get
I'm
I
happy
get.
to contribute to your nightly 3 cents.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm curious as to what kind of music our YouTube chat people grew up on. Mabel says lots of views that I am. No, 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 no. I've seen your videos. I've seen your views, and I'm not worthy. Believe me, you do such a fantastic job. Maybe one of these days I will.
Skiman21632 said, Ghetto, prepare to pay your late fee, Giggity.
uh, Ghetto, are you even watching the live stream?
No, why?
Well,
Do you
because
have a live stream?
yeah, is there what we're streaming? Ski Man just asked that are you prepared to pay your late fee? Giggity. I'm not sure what giggity means, but rap music, generally speaking, is supposed to be commentary on all social issues, conveying the message, maybe. Um,
Yeah.
okay, I'll buy that. I grew up on rock and roll, 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and I actually like the Glenn Miller era of music. And Glenn Miller's one of my favorite artists to listen to.
Yeah, the 40s, early 40s, maybe
Yeah.
late 30s, whatever.
Yeah. I like all
Well,
music with the exception of, I'm not a big fan of rap, true rap. In fact, Tony put there crap. Oh,
Yeah.
and I used to call it crap as well. But I get it, I wasn't a big fan of country and western, even though the school bus I rode on, our school bus driver
Yeah,
didn't believe in
I still
anything.
am not. There are some things I like. Patsy Cline, for example, I do like her.
Yep.
But
Hank
you
Williams,
speak of Glenn Miller and all that.
Conway
By the
Twitty.
I grew
Before
up
the
mostly
Second
on
World War, my
mostly on country, but I did listen to 80s pop music and all that. But I mostly country.
yeah,
And then
my father-in-law before the Second World War had his own dance band.
Really?
Small. He wasn't a Glenn Miller sort
And
of a
then,
guy. But, I mean,
I discovered
but,
I
All
discovered
right,
my
Sam's giving me a new genre. All right, I'll click on the link and watch it after the show.
I discovered my dad's records, the old rock
Oh
and roll.
my goodness. Okay, I will watch it, Sam. Thank
yeah,
you.
now they're scratchy, but I actually have recordings of my father-in-law's band.
Oh, cool.
They were on 78 RPM records. And my brother-in-law has them still, I think, and he sent them someplace, and whoever he sent them to did kind of a crappy job. If you do that on really good equipment, you can filter out the scratchiness by just setting a frequency filter at the right places.
Right, right. Long Dog says best music in the world: rock and roll 70s and 80s, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Van Halen, The Who, Ted Nugent, and the list
Well,
goes on and on. Yeah,
I can tolerate Black Sabbath. I'm more of a 60s rock guy than a 70s, but
I like.
I've got a wide
well, Black
range.
Sabbath was late 60s, early 70s. When
Right.
I was in the Army, the battalion medic lived off post, and after work, he would go home to his trailer house, put on some Black Sabbath, and light up a joint.
Did I see Tom Petty? Yeah, Rush, Tom Petty, Beatles. Yeah.
I think the scratchy sound records sound good.
It does kind of have a ambience about it, that's for sure.
Well, the problem with the one of my father-in-law is that there's places where the scratchiness overwhelms the rest of it. And
well,
that
that's
can
part
be
of the rap. They go,
corrected.
isn't that?
No,
I mean, is that how that got started?
No, it's just stuff. But with the right noise filters, you can eliminate some, not all of it, and still hear the music behind it. But
I think that was a special kind of
Chuck
record player.
Mangione, didn't he just pass away?
He
not
just
too
did
long
pass
ago?
away this year. Yeah, Chuck Mangione, Feels So Good, very good song. I like I got such a wide variety. I could get so many copyright strikes if I played some of the music I like.
Yeah, Lone Dog talking about the old albums, and these were 78 RPM albums. That's what was available to record on in those days.
Yeah, 45, 33 and a third, and 78.
Well, 78s came before the other two, I think.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I'll have to look it up, but and my father-in-law's stuff was on 78s, and I think those were more subject to
Blue
scratching.
Oyster Cult, yes. Another good group. Ghetto, you're in trouble. You're being snobby to Mabel. You better say hi to Mabel.
I'm able.
You're not watching the stream, are you, Ghetto?
Yeah, I am. I got for about
On the computer or your phone?
my computer.
Oh my God, really? Did someone step outside and see if we're still spinning? Are we falling into oblivion here? All right, it's 45.
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
BTO, yes, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Elton John. How many people here can admit they're an Elton John fan? I will. Mamas and the Papas.
Yeah, Mamas and the Papas. Cass Elliot.
Cass Elliot, yeah.
The
Monday,
Young
Monday.
Rascals.
Do what, Greg?
The Young Rascals.
Not ring. What was their hit or a hit or a song?
Good lovin', groovin'.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. The songs I know. I didn't know that that's who sang it. Don't fear
Yeah.
the Reaper. Yeah. Ghetto, too late. I love it. I love it. There's the night box for Mabel. Paul Zilla, you're on my. Yeah, Paul. It's picking up a little bit. This is good. I used to do about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours in the beginning, and then it just kind of died down to 15 minutes, and then we've been picking it back up. This is by far the longest we've gone, and this Roy Orbison, yes, another good one, another good one. Probably have about 80 albums. I used to have albums, and you guys know the story about that when I went into the military, but then I wished I had half of those back. So I'm going to wrap this up. Ellen's going to be live in 15 minutes, and I don't want to be interfering with her live stream. Let me play the outro. I'll come back and have a few words, and we'll go from there.
Don't roll.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honey bees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
A little slim.
Yeah, I'm working on finding a better. I need to get a bigger font. I need to figure out how to space it out a little bit. But yeah, it's getting there. It's slowly but surely
Well, the
getting there.
speed's pretty good.
Yep. All right, guys. I want to wrap this up. I want to thank everyone for being here. The scroll said everyone that was a participant in chat tonight after it went live, and thank you so much. Good night, Mabel. Good night, Ellen. Thank you, Paul. 1 out of 10 ladies. He's talking about the dancing girls. That's funny. Long dog again. Can't keep telling the speakers
Good
I
night,
hooked up
Mabel.
my computer when you play dancing girls. It's fantastic on my speaker setup. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting I've got a pair of 1967 Yamaha speakers sitting in the living room connected to my receiver. But if I were to bring that in here, A, I wouldn't have any room left in here, and B, you guys wouldn't hear anything but my
Well,
speakers. So
How would you connect those? Are they hooked up using what we used to call speaker wire?
yes, they are. Yeah. I would have to run the
I've got some
computer.
other speakers that have that, and I can't figure out, although I haven't tried very hard, how to connect them to a computer.
That's the problem I have, is how am I going to connect that receiver to these computers?
I bought one pair of cheap computer speakers at Salvation Army.
I know how to do that, Ken. You need to get a headphone to composite and run it out. Well, you still running a speaker jack out of speaker jack of the computer and go into the composite in on the stereo receiver.
Yeah, I don't have the room. I mean, I can.
So you run it through the stereo receiver?
Yeah.
Mabel says, sleep sometimes,
I no longer
boy.
have all of my old stereo stuff burned up in the fire.
So I don't know if this is a good thing or a
I
bad
need
thing.
some way to just hook speakers directly to the computer, and I'm not sure that exists.
I think you would have to have an amplifier for it. For those regular speakers, you would have to have some kind of power.
The hell did you do? Hit the wrong button?
Nope, the 30 hours was up. I got back as quick as I could get back.
Time out.
I've got to figure out a way to track that 30 hours better, because this is what happens. If we don't know, it sneaks up on us and we're doing a live stream and we get bounced out. And then most of us made it back pretty quick tonight. So unfortunately, YouTube doesn't understand that. And the people that watch on YouTube doesn't understand that. They probably think I ended the live stream. No, my Zoom will run for 30 hours. So starting from right now until 30 hours from now, this Zoom will be here and someone will be here. Whether it's good, bad, or otherwise.
I told him. I said,
yeah, I seen that, Sam. Thank you. He said, goodbye, Zoom. Yeah. But I am going to wrap it up. I do want to thank everyone. It means a lot to me that we made it 52 minutes tonight. I want to thank the Zoom homies again for being here, who are here each and every night, and the continuing audience that's growing on YouTube. Thank you so much. And yeah, be here tomorrow night, Halloween night. We'll see what we can conjure up. Ha, ha, ha. Get it? R. Good night, everybody. This time it's going away for good.